All right, we are live. I just need to grab this here. That Alabama come out. I'm gonna grab this here link so that people can from our group can come to the YouTube. And of course, YouTube is not cooperating this morning. Come on, YouTube, give me the link. The people in our community can use the link to join us in the chat live. Since they are not in studio like Teray and Dr. Toya and Kimberly and Cheryl and Dewana and Dr. LaFera, we put the link in so they can conveniently just click and join us in the YouTube chat, live chat, live chat. So there it is. Cool beans. They got it now. And so we look forward to them hopping in the chat. And so let's get started. Good morning. Welcome to Unlock Your First Six Figures Morning Show. I am your host, Shay Cannon. It all starts with the blog, and this week's blog is at shaycannon.com/protect. Okay, protect. Because what we've been talking about all week long is the top safeguards you need to protect your small business. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get the disclaimer over. I know most of you might know some of these. I know that most of you know how important most of them are or all of them are. But what I also know is when you started your business, you didn't put this stuff in place. But I want you to now start thinking, hey, which ones off of these lists am I going to make a priority from here on out? Because we need all of these protections. But we can't always put them all into place at the same time due to budget. Maybe we're just hearing about it. Either way, your job is to figure out how you're going to get all of these protections in place. Why? Because the bigger your business gets, the more successful that it gets, the more money that it makes, the more things you have to protect. Okay. So we want to go ahead and get them in place. Now, I broke these protections down into 4 different categories. The first category was insurance, the insurances you need to protect your small business. If you want to know about those, go back to part 1's replay on Monday. The second category was legal protections you need in place to protect your business. That was part 2. That was on Tuesday. Catch that replay. Yesterday, what we talked about was cyber security. Okay, cyber security. So if you want to know what cyber securities you need to put in place, which you probably don't know about most of them, you need to catch yesterday's replay. That was part 3. Today, we're closing out our protection series with financial protections. Okay, financial protect. We definitely got to protect that money, honey. Okay. So financial controls and practices ensure businesses remain solvent and profitable. We got to protect our money. So here's the list, okay, that's in the blog. You need secure payment processing systems, not only so that you're protecting the other side of your purchasers, but also protecting yourself, okay? Bookkeeping systems, budgeting and forecasting. Woo, that's way more important than you think. Cash flow management, asset protection processes, fraud prevention, and taxation compliance, okay? So that's what we got going on. That's the list. That's what's in the blog. But what you know is on the morning show, you get more. So we're going to go deeper with each one of those. We're going to talk about what it is, what it protects, why it's important, and who to hire to get it done. All right. Secure payment processing systems. So what we know is are the systems that facilitate and efficiently handle the transaction between you and those that are buying from you. So it includes credit card processing and other online payments, all of y'all's little digital wallets and all that kind of stuff. It does that. It even covers things like your afterpay, those little installment pay. They pay the purchaser. The purchaser can pay 4 payments, but the person they're purchasing from, the seller, gets a full payment. That even covers stuff like that, right? So your payment processing systems. So what does it protect? The customer payment information, okay, and secure financial transactions. Now, let me tell you how what you don't want to do as a norm is accept a credit card number that you have to input. We don't want to be bothered with that, okay? There's too many breaches going on. There's too many ways they can blame the breach on you, or anything can happen and it looks like you did it because you were the last person they gave the number to. No. We need secure payment processing systems where they have some type of link. They put their own information in, okay? You don't want to be responsible for that. So why is it important? Because a secure payment processing system reduces the risk of payment fraud and it enhances customer trust, right? So even when y'all, and I've had a couple of y'all on here now have said, hey, send me, I need to update my card. Let me find this link. I don't even know where the link is, but watch me find it. Because what you're not going to do is give me the credit card information up here in Mexico. And then something happened and then the IP address is Playa del Carmen. I ain't got time. Let me tell you. Okay. So who do you hire to do that? You can do that yourself. Okay. Just pick a payment processor. We have Stripe. We have, you have PayPal, you have different ones, authorized.net. Pick one, okay, that's best for your business. Do your research, ask other people that are in the same line of work which ones they're using so that you can research, but you can pick a payment processor. Now, if you just got big money to spend, you can talk to a bank. They can give you your own merchant account, that type of thing, but this is something that you can do. You shouldn't have to hire anybody, all right? Bookkeeping systems, okay? Bookkeeping systems. This is can be done by a person or it can be done by software, okay? So what it does is we're basically keeping the records of your finances, what is coming in, what is going out. Think of it as your accounts, not necessarily payable, but who is keeping up with the receipts of what you paid and who is keeping up with how much money is coming in. We need to keep those in the quote unquote book. That's why it's called bookkeeping. Why is it important? Because you need reliable accounting systems to provide critical insights into the financial health, okay? Without keeping the records, you don't know how to predict what is going on with your business. And we're going to talk more about the predict later, because the bookkeeper is not the person that predicts most often. The bookkeeper is just the keeper of the records, okay? And those records have to be organized. Now, who to hire? Of course, you can hire a bookkeeper. This does not have to be a CPA. This is a lower level of accounting. All they're doing is keeping the books, and they are a bookkeeper. Doesn't have to be a CPA, although CPA firms have bookkeepers on staff, okay? Now, another thing that you can do a financial consultant that can come in and get you set up, and then you start keeping your own books, or you have a team member keep your books, okay? So you don't have to have a professional bookkeeper keep the books all the time. You just have one come in and set you up, show you how to do it, get you a little video while they're showing you how to do it, and then you continue the process, or you have a team member continue the process. There are also bookkeeping softwares out there. You have QuickBooks, you have Xero, which starts with the X. You have FreshBooks, you have Zoho Books, you have Hurdler, Hurdlr is what I used to use. And so all of these connect to your bank and kind of try to categorize things as they come in. But let me tell you how, if you're going to be out here commingling funds, okay, if you're going to be out here using your personal debit card for your business stuff or whatever, your platforms that are digital are not going to work for you, because you're not even using the right stuff, okay? Because it's pulling from your business account. And if you have a tendency to do cash, right, or to use your personal card, but you're not going back and updating this stuff as it comes in, you're not the one, okay? If you're not going to go in and categorize stuff on a timely manner or routine manner, then what's going to happen is you're going to be left at the end of the year with taxes trying to go through a year's worth of input, whereas you never quite, because most of this stuff have AI in it, but you never quite taught it what a business expense was versus something else, or you didn't categorize it. Now you're sitting there at the end of the year with all of these entries from all year long that you have to now organize. We don't want that. So you can get somebody to do that for you, or you do it, all right? Now, budgeting and forecasting. Let me tell you, whether it's a personal budget or a business budget, people think negatively about it, but I want you to change your thinking, change your mindset. A budget is not a bad thing. Let me tell you what a budget does. A budget is not supposed to be restrictive. A budget is supposed to bring you freedom. Why? Because it makes sure that you are prioritizing the expenses that mean the most to you, okay? Because when you're not budgeting, what happens is you're just spending money, and then it comes a point where you don't have money enough for something that was important, when if you had known, and think about this feeling, because I know you felt it before. If you had known this expense was coming in that was important to you, you would not have spent money on Yeah, I know you felt it before, and that's because your ass ain't got no budget. Get a budget, okay? The budget is helping you to make sure that what you prioritize, what you feel is the most important, gets done, okay? Gets paid. So look at it that way. So now the forecasting comes in with, now that you're budgeting and you got your bookkeeping, you can look back over records and kind of start to predict based on last year's data what could happen this year. All right. We find out what are our most profitable quarters, what are our most profitable months. We realize that maybe we're not making as much around Black Friday as other people are. So maybe we shouldn't invest in Black Friday as much, right? When I looked at some of my stuff, I was like, yeah, people are making money on Black Friday, but not me. So now that's why my quote unquote Black Friday is in October, right? I have a Halloween special or Orange and Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at your stuff, you can now forecast and take that information and you know where to reinforce yourself. Okay. Cool beans. All right. So who do you hire for budgeting and forecasting? I mean, you can kind of do that, but you can hire a financial planner or a business consultant to kind of help you with that. But start off with bringing them the things that are most important to you. Okay. You need to know that whether you get help or not. Cash flow management. What is it? It's the process of monitoring and analyzing and optimizing the net amount of cash receipts minus your expenses. So that's the profit, right? We're looking at the profit. How is that profit coming in? What is being done with that profit? Is that profit being separated out from the operational expenses accounts? Do you have business goals that take a lump sum? What is this cash flow looking like? If you don't know your cash flow, you are not properly situated to take advantage of opportunities when they come. Okay. If you just out here swiping and living and swiping and living and swiping and living in your business, and then you have the opportunity to become a sponsor at a big thing, but you don't even know if you got the money to be the sponsor, but you know, if you're a sponsor at this event with all of your ideal clients in it, you could bring more of those clients into your own ecosphere and sell to them. You could lose that opportunity if you don't know your cash flow and you're not managing it. Okay. So it protects the business from liquidity issues, which is, how much money you got liquid that you can use to invest in other things, and ensure that it can meet its financial obligations. Why is it important? Because effective cash flow management is crucial for maintaining operational stability and growth opportunities. So who can help you with cash flow management? You can definitely get a financial advisor to help you with that. All they're going to do is look at all your stuff, look at what the profit is, talk to you about your goals, and then you're going to know what to do with that profit to kind of, get those goals achieved, right? One of the things that I have subscribed to for a while is a savings account that is just for my business, right? So just like you can save up for a trip, you should have almost like a savings account for your business. And I have a list. I have a business wish list of things that I want for my business that maybe cost a lump sum. That's what that account is for. Okay. So that's a cash flow management thing. All right. Asset protection processes. Okay. What is it? Processes and procedures implemented to safeguard assets, ensure financial accuracy, and prevent fraud. Okay. So what are we doing? Basically, what we're doing is we're making sure that our operational processes around our finances are to protect us. Okay. Because so many of us don't even think about the finances of our business beyond the expenses and the revenue that we're bringing in. We're not necessarily protected from misstatements, miscalculations, fraudulent activities, right? We have team members that have access to accounts where our money is coming in. We're not paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I had to do when as I'm migrating from different systems to go high level. Well, what I understand is when I have SamCart, my team members don't have access to SamCart. It's not the same login as the other team member stuff, right? But migrating to go high level, my payment systems are now in there. My carts are now in there, even though it's also the sales pages. It's also the email marketing. It's all, you see what I'm saying? No. So what's going to happen now is you can't use my login. It's a different login for that, right? So that's a no for me. So you have to watch when you're upgrading your systems and it is touching your money, look at that access, okay? We love to talk about how the Nigerians be scamming, but some of y'all make it easy for anybody to scam, okay? So stop blaming other people and put processes in place that have the protection of your money in mind, okay? And again, you can do this yourself, or you can assign it to an internal auditor. Like if there is a financial person that you trust, right? Like my guest this week has been Lauren. Lauren is a financial whiz. If I needed somebody to come in and look at my books and look at my stuff, I'm giving Lauren the access as my internal auditor, right? But not just Joe Blow from the Philippines. VA is not going to get in my stuff with my money, okay? So y'all keep that in mind. Fraud prevention, okay? Strategies and tools designed to detect and prevent fraudulent activities within your business. It protects business from financial losses, reputable damage, and cause from fraudulent actions. Now, fraud protection goes more not just in the logins, but also where y'all keeping y'all's client sensitive payment information, like if you have it, right? Like I have one client that I got copies of all of his business credit cards, right? He don't care who have access to. He like, Amex is good. Like all I got to do is say that ain't mine. Okay, yeah, but you still sending me pictures of your credit cards, and so I'm still responsible. So I still have to, handle that. So when it comes to fraud protection, you're not just protecting yourself and your business. You're also protecting your clients, and you're protecting your team. If you have W-2 employees or you have contractors, and some contractors on the W-9 are putting their social security number because they don't have an EIN, you are responsible for keeping all of that safe. So the fraudulent activity is not just to protect you, it's to protect everybody that you have a fiduciary responsibility to protect, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, last but not least is taxation compliance, okay? And let me tell you how it starts with, what is your business structure? Are you an LLC? Are you a S Corp, a C Corp? Are you a sole proprietor? Okay, are you a partnership? You need to know, it starts there, okay? Then we need to ensure as a plan, okay? So after the tax year is over, it's kind of late for you to be thinking about the taxes. You need to start the year off with a taxation planner. Tell them what your goals are so they can help you achieve those goals within the tax structure, okay? One of the things about me being an expat and living outside of the United States is that my first about $100,000 of revenue is tax-free, as long as I don't step foot in the United States more than about 30 days out of the year, okay? So if I did not have the proper tax planning, right? Because at first when I moved, it was so much stuff that would have been like double taxation, or I got to pay for where I live over here and pay for where I live over there. I'm paying for a car over here that I can't drive over there. So all of these things are happening, right? If you don't have the proper tax advice and you don't even know what you need to do for your tax goals, you need to sit down with somebody. Okay, these are one of those things that is worth it to pay for that session to understand more what you need to do for where you want to go. Okay, so it protects the business from legal penalties, fines, interest, but it also protects the goals that you want to have for your money. Because let me tell you, I have done the research and I've kind of looked into how I can hide my money abroad since I be abroad so that they don't tax my stuff. And yeah, they have blocked all of those ways, let me tell you. So I don't care where you go. You can believe them movies if you want to, that you can go to the Bahamas and they can't get to it. The Bahamas have signed all the papers. They can get to your shit there too. So I have done just a little research. So the best thing that you can do is proper tax planning to keep more of your money, because you ain't going to be able to hide it is what I need you to know. Okay. So that's that. So who do you hire? A corporate tax advisor. If you're, again, if it's starting with the structure, you need to hire a corporate attorney to do your structure first. Because a lot of y'all, I love y'all, but a lot of y'all are going by hearsay when it comes to your tax structure. When it comes to your taxes on your business. And that's why a lot of y'all, when you go to buy a house, you done save so much money, it look like your business ain't made no money, so ain't nobody finna sell you no house. So you gotta I don't want to step on your toes. I love y'all. I do. But y'all would just be listening to stuff. And I'm just like, why did you think that was going to work? And now it's too late to even help you. Like, what are you doing? So go ahead and spend that change. Okay. It might hurt to spend that money, but it's going to help you not to hurt later on. Okay. So go ahead, spend the right money to get the right information so that you are down the right path for your goals. All right. It is very important. Uh, yeah, quietly, like they can't hear me. Exactly. Okay, so let's go back over the list. I'm gonna ask the ladies in studio, which one do you know you need to put in place immediately, and which one, if any, might have surprised you. Let me go through the whole list though. You got secure payment processing systems, bookkeeping systems, budgeting and forecasting, cash flow management, asset protection processes, fraud prevention, and tax compliance. We just really need to say taxation because that's what it is, right? Over here on the YouTube side, we got Debbie over here. She said she kept getting boomed out of Zoom. I know, I kept trying to let you in and you kept disappearing. And then we got Keith over there. Good morning. So Debbie and Keith and anybody else listening, I want to know from the list which one you know you need to do right now, and if there was one that surprised you. Let's start with Dr. LaFera in studio. Which one you know you need to put in process and implement right now, Dr. LaFera, and was there any surprise in there?
I guess a tax planner.
Tax planner.
That's what I need to do immediately. Because I haven't had anything like that in a long time. So yeah, that one. I kind of am familiar with all the rest of these.
Cool beans. Yeah, and I want y'all to know too, like, gone are the days where somebody spends the rest of their life in one spot. So whenever you are moving, whether you move in cities, whether you're moving states or countries, you need to go back to a tax expert. You need to go back to all your financial experts to make sure that what they told you last time for where you were last is still pertinent and important and doing the job for where you're going now. Okay, so don't forget that. Dewana, get out that downward dog and tell us which one of these financial protections you know you need to put in place as soon as possible. And was there anything in there that surprised you?
Good morning. No, nothing surprised me. And yeah, taxes are always my Achilles heel. I need a tax professional. I've always done my taxes myself, but the more I grow, of course, we know that is not going to work. It just everything else, all of my payment processes are set up, my business structure, everything. It's literally my taxation is my Achilles heel.
Love it. Love it. Thank you for that, Dewana. Miss Cheryl, what do you know you need to get to as soon as possible? And I'm sure nothing surprised you, but just in case it did, let us know what it was.
Nothing. My background is accounting, so I've been doing taxes since I was 15. But there's always something to learn, and what I learned this week, because I'm always researching, what's new, and it's new for me, not necessarily for the industry. But I was never in that position where I had to do that, so to speak. But it's pods and tods. Transfer on death. If you got stocks and bonds and any of that stuff, your name, your business name, whatever, to keep things out of a costly probate, have one of those agreements in your business. Pods is payment upon death. If they're your bank accounts, so that whoever you've designated as a beneficiary, they don't have to worry again about that. Because it's a higher probate fee for those two items actually, and so they're able to go ahead and take over the account. There's some really crazy things that we have going on that we actually can take advantage of, because in the U.S. we put all kinds of laws on the books, but we never take them off because they figure we might be able to use them down the road, like how they caught Al Capone. Tax evasion. People just, a lot of times it's just they don't know. He knew, but we don't. We're not gangsters. So that's my thing. But this is
speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. IG is capital.
I was on TV going, no pictures, no pictures. Anyway,
Thank you for that, Cheryl. Kimberly is at the Dream Funder, but she has put her answer in the studio comments, and she said tax planning, cash flow, and business structure is what she needs to take care of. Awesome, awesome. Dr. Toya, what do you know you need to take care of as soon as possible for your financial protections? And was there anything in there that was surprising to you?
Yes, despite being a business / accounting major, bookkeeping is the thing that I absolutely just don't. I just be like, yeah, whatever. So I do need to get on that though, because it's getting out of hand. And my tax person at the end of the year, every year is like, what are we doing? Right. So that is that is the one. And then the other one is taxation, right? Just being really going in with the plan, having the plan to figure out how best to structure myself throughout the year.
Yes, yes. All righty then. Teray, look, you are so versed in so many matters and so many topics. I'm sure nothing surprised you, but which one of these tax money protections do you need to put in place as soon as possible?
So I'm actually with Dr. Latoya. I have a bachelor's degree in business management with a focus in management, but I'm old school. So I'm the person that saves all the receipts in an envelope, right? Right. So I'm real good at keeping business and personal separate. I'm real good at the business. I have a business account. I have a business savings. I have a business credit card. No, don't use that credit card. Use this one. The staples go with this. Ring up the staples on this one, but ring up the greeting cards on the. I'm real good at that. But put this receipt in this envelope and put the like I need a QuickBooks bookkeeping. Like, because at the end of the year I pull out my little, envelope and I'm writing down on a notebook. Like, because I'm like, you know what I mean? Because I'm old, right? But I need to digitalize, you know what I mean? I need to get with the program. So
Yeah.
it's not that I don't know better. It's just that I need to update my strategies. So,
Well,
and
I
I
can
mean,
tell you,
and I'm over here like, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get
well, it's
work.
broke because you
But it's
crazy
all the
writing
way
stuff
broke.
down. So it's
Right.
broke.
It's all the way
But
broke.
I would tell you something like Hurdler or QuickBooks or the bookkeeping systems that have the AI will help you a lot, because all you would do is, let's say, go ahead, you're gonna keep them receipts anyway. But once a month you can compare your receipts to what it captured and
Yeah.
then throw them away. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then adjust what needs to happen, because once it learns, I love Hurdler because it gives you an opportunity to say, every time this expense comes up, do we classify it as this? Yes. And then it's also picking up on expenses like that and saying, hey, we classify this as this, approve it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking at it once a week, if you're looking at it at least once a month, you can be ready by the end of the year. And it be less cumbersome on you, right? Now,
Yeah.
if you're going to continue with them damn receipts all throughout the year, then
I don't
I
want to,
suggest you
though.
kind of, at least what you need to do is kind of change Dave Ramsey's envelope system for money and do an envelope system for your receipts, where at least you're putting marketing stuff right here and, operation stuff in this envelope. And you see what I'm saying? At least do that, so it's not as cumbersome. It's not like one big bag of receipts and you got to figure out what it is. And what we also know about them receipts is these retailers are spending less money on ink, less money on paper. And so some of them receipts you're looking at the end of the year, you don't know what it said because it's like disappearing ink. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So you
That
come out
ink
and see-
disappears after a week. That ink
Yes.
disappears.
And don't have lotion on your thumb because
my God.
and yeah.
So if you want to,
Yeah, they turn into invisible receipts for real.
They do.
They do.
Okay.
They do.
It's not just me then. I'm not
No,
crazy.
it's not. What do you want to add, Cheryl?
This is Cheryl. Teray, my bank, for instance, I use several banks, but my bank, where I do a lot of my business stuff, the accounts themselves will break out the categories for you and show you how much, you use. For instance, one time they were using pie charts and they would have like business, groceries, whatever it may be, and they show you how much, and you can get these stats right out of the account. So that means that you just have to be, like you are, diligent with the account, and you're good to go there as well. One of the other things, if you, got that business background, we do closeout financially every month. So if you just look at your receipts and you got your categories and you just total them up and put, say marketing, $20, whatever, at the end of the year, what you got to do is just add up the receipts, or your accountant or whomever, they will love you for it, and you're good to go. You can take that stress out of there.
Yeah.
Because I still use the envelope system, only mine is just done month to month, and it is for, the receipts. And at the end of each month, just like I used to do when I was an accountant and I was with the Post Exchange, every month we had to close out, and I do zero balance. In other words, I balance to the penny. If I'm missing 20 cents, I got to find it, because at the end of the year, I lose that money, and it totals up, it adds up. So anyway, I'll get off my horse.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the only thing I don't like about the bank's accounting of the categories is you can't change it. Most of them, you can't go in there and edit it to put it to, like, if you don't agree with the category you put it in, it won't let you change the category, right? That's why I like Hurdler. I heard QuickBooks can do it, but I don't deal with QuickBooks like that. So
Go Hurdler, please.
HURDLR. I think it's
LR. Got it.
Yeah, I love Hurdler.
There is an app, but I don't remember it, where you can take the electronic picture of the receipt and then you can categorize it like that way. So then at least you're not trying to
Don't
hold on.
encourage her. Don't encourage her. She need to throw that shit away.
Okay.
We don't need her to be scanning no shit in like they be trying to sell y'all on the infomercial. That's why I ain't bring that shit up. Don't help her with that, Toya.
No, I know about those apps though, but
cut
I'm
it out.
still
Cut
like,
it out. Don't do
still
it.
like, I got envelopes for Hassan. I got envelopes for the medical, for the doctors. I got.
We need you to come away
I
from
need
that.
to change it though.
A whole platform.
I do. Yeah, I have a problem. I got envelopes from like 5 years ago. Like, it's a problem.
When
Yeah.
you said it, I already knew the full scope of it. I just
Right.
didn't out on all of it. Just let me tell you.
Yeah.
And that's how I know that ink done disappeared. Go and throw that shit away. That ink done disappeared.
Right. But like my husband, like if something happens to an appliance or something, and they're like, well, when did you buy it? 3 years ago? Do you have the receipt? I'm like, yes. Watch me go get the receipt. I pull it out all proud, like, see, here it is right here.
I need you to cut it out. Need you to cut it out. All right. Does anybody have any questions about anything we talked about this week? This was a great week on protecting your small business. We can go back to insurances. We can go back to the legal. We can go back to the cybersecurity and anything from today about the financial protections. He said over here on YouTube that he needs to do budgeting and forecasting. Debbie on YouTube says she needs to do budgeting and forecasting needed. Nothing surprised her though. Okay. But any questions? I'm going to read these announcements and y'all get your questions ready. All right. So you can get the morning show in your inbox. Okay. You'll get a morning reminder to hop on YouTube. And you will get in the afternoon a link to the show notes and a link to the replay. Okay. So if you want the morning show in your inbox, sign up for it at shaycannon.com/show. Now, Teray, I know you signed up. Have you been getting your emails? Okay, cool beans. Awesome.
I'm glad I'm getting
right.
Because
I know Kimberly signed up yesterday. So yeah.
It gives me afterwards I get the show notes in my inbox and I'm happy about it.
Cool beans. All right. Last week we had a free training in our free group. If you're not in the group, go to shaycannon.info/group. Our free training was on getting your business ready to create an affiliate program. That free training and other free trainings, including one that's called Making Money in Your Sleep, that free training in the group waiting for you now. You can enter the group and start getting value right away. shaycannon.info/group. Okay. We ended our workshop plus challenge live experience last night. It was awesome. But it's not too late. You can catch all of the replays. So when you sign up in the vault, everything is already there. Okay. So you can go to shaycannon.com/affiliate, learn how to create your own affiliate program. Kimberly is over there doing her her celebration horn, right? Dr. Toya was there. Dr. LaFera was there. Baby, I put my foot in those ChatGPT prompts for y'all to create these affiliate programs. You need this. ShayCannon.com/affiliate. There's nothing better than having an army of people that are selling your offer for you. So you want that. Create an affiliate program. All right. Tonight is movie club night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. The movie is Joy. The lead actress is Jennifer Lawrence. If you're looking for Joy, I think it's on HBO Max. So it's tonight at 7. You still have time to watch the movie before we get there at 7. I'm not going to watch until 4 o'clock. And then I'll be ready at 7. So your job is to watch the movie and pull out the business nuggets, and we're going to discuss it at 7 o'clock. All right. Again, if you want the link to join us, you have to be in our group, shaycannon.info/group. All right. Any questions before we get out of here? Cheryl.
You said for the notes, it's shaycannon.com/notes.
Show, shaycannon.com/show to sign up to get the notes in your inbox.
Because it kept giving me, I thought that's what it was, and then I changed it to notes, but it keeps telling me that I need a valid email address. Let me try this again to see if it's, nope, it says please insert a valid email address. Excuse me.
What is your email address? Put it in the comments.
Okay. Thank you.
And then what was the link for the one for /group?
That one
You
is
said
shaycannon.info/.
shaycannon.info.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm in the
Thank
group,
you for
right?
signing up. So you should get a confirmation, Cheryl. What were you saying?
That's the Facebook group. Hey.
Yeah, it's just a Facebook group.
Okay, I'm already there. Okay.
Uh-huh. You're already in there, but if you're sharing it for somebody else, they would use that link, or you can just send them to the Facebook group. Either way.
Okay.
But what we know is that that link for the Facebook group is too long. Also, I like to use the link on other platforms, so I don't want to have that FB link in there so that other people don't shadow ban it and all that good kind of stuff. Dr. LaFera said, I tried a couple of times, but it took today and I got confirmation email. Gotcha. All right. Any questions, y'all? We're at the top of the hour. Any questions, any value adds? Hopefully this week was valuable for you. It was definitely a whole bunch of reminders for me to get my stuff together. So we definitely don't want to be waiting for tax season to be ready for tax season. It's too late. If you're in tax season, it's too late. How much money could you have recovered? How much money could you have protected? How many goals could you have achieved? Stop waiting. All right. Last call for alcohol. Any questions? Any value adds? All right. Well, this was great, y'all. See you next week. I don't know. Y'all know I'm a vessel. I have no idea what will come to me for next week, but I will see you right back here on Monday. So you guys have a great day and have a great week. The studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.